Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so that we can bring you the latest news as they come. And together we can support our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, and Eastern Security Network to make our Biafran dream and restoration a reality. APC, the Islamic Taliban political party, is in trouble as their presidential flag bearer has now been linked to notorious Mexican drug lord during his stay in the United States of America. The drug lord, according to reports, implicated APC presidential flag bearer in court. The Northern Elders Forum, led by Fulani Janjaweed, are now afraid and have asked Buhari impostor to immediately resign. But the compromised Nigerian news media made it look as if they were tired of his cluelessness. Tinubu's urchins are so desperate, to launder his battered image by pulling out a February 10, 2003 article after he muzzled out AIT, a television station, who carried out a documentary or who aired out a documentary about his corrupt past and present. He muzzled them out to apologize, and Ghana must go filled with money exchange hands. The evil and wicked plan of Tinubu is to destroy our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and stop Biafra agitation for independence. That was the deal he made with the Fulani Nigerian government. Fake human rights activists, such as Deji Adeyanju, Festus Keyamo, and Professor Sagi, are showing their true colors as tribalists and enemies of Biafra, including the Southwest governors. They don't care about the Muslim tickets because they are all tribalists. So how will Nigeria move forward? That means Biafrans are not needed. So anyone doing the elections or supporting the One Nigerian slogan, they are all deceiving themselves. Because the only place Biafrans will have true freedom is in Biafra land, when Biafra is restored. All these fake so-called human rights activists, they keep making noise. But they are in Tinubu's payroll, doing his bidding, collecting drug money from him. Biafrans are tired of this scam going on in Nigeria, and that is why a referendum is what Nigeria needs urgently than the useless elections. Channels TV anchor Seun Okinboloye has warned his Yoruba brothers to wisely vote and not allow themselves to be deceived by ethnic politics. Even the Nigerian Vice President, Professor IyeείμKİİGA %, having seen all the evil games and plans that the Buhari government is perpetrating, clashed with APC and Tinubu over their evil Muslim tickets, yet some gullibles still believe in the zoo called Nigeria. Let that zoo break and let everyone go their way. That is the only solution to every evil bedeviling Nigeria. According to reports, Bola Ahmed Tinubu from drug lord to presidential candidate by David Hundeyin. From Gary, Indiana to Abuja, Nigeria, via a stopover in Chicago. Here is how the bagman for a 1990s Chicago drug ring has become a front runner for Nigeria's most powerful office. On October 11, 1990, federal agents from the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, DEA, knocked on the front door of 460 Taft Place in the city of Gary, Indiana, once a booming steel town with a population approaching 180,000 in 1990. Gary was one of the number of cities and towns across the United States suffering from severe population loss, among other adverse effects of overseas competition on their mainstay industry. In this circumstance, this city and its 77% African American population were witnessing explosive growth in one of the few industries guaranteed to boom in response to such difficult circumstance. 42 years old Lee Andrew Edward was one of the entrepreneurs who had found a place in heroin trade, drug trade, and by all accounts, he has done well for himself with the proceeds from his illegal drug business. He had bought 2 residential homes, including 460 Taft Place, an apartment building, a liquor store, and a new car, all paid for with cash. According to court records from the United States Court of Appeals, 7th Circuit, the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, DEA, agents arrived at the property to execute a search warrant after 7 months. FBI investigations involving Edward's brother, Jamie, implicated him as the narcotic kingpin of Gary. Edward did not open the door for the agents, who were forced to break into the house. He instead fired 3 shots at them, after which he surrendered. Federal investigation had determined that Edward's heroin supply came from a Nigerian drug dealer in Chicago called Abiodun Agbele. Abiodun had earlier agreed to work for the feds in exchange for lighter sentencing, and as part of the plea, he revealed everything he knew about the heroin trade in Chicago. And as it turns out, the wholesale trade of an especially potent form of heroin from Southeast Asia in the 90s, Chicago was controlled by Nigerian criminal gangs. Agbele himself was no criminal masterminder, however, as he testified under oath that honor belongs to a man who went by the name Adegboyega Moise Akande, who was apparently his uncle. Shortly after Agbele's arrival in U.S., Akande has taken him under his wings and showed him the ropes of wholesale heroin trafficking. When Akande returned to Nigeria in mid-1990s, Agbele was left in charge of selling regular heroin shipments from Nigeria to Lee Edwards and delivering the profits to his uncle. My brothers and my sisters, you can see how the trade, how the APC presidential candidate, flag bearer, is linked to the Chicago drug ring. While all of this was going on, an interesting subplot was taking place in the background. An accountant, that is Tinubu, living in Chicago area, who worked for Mobil Oil with a declared monthly income of $2,400, had just deposited $1.4 billion in the bank. He had no known source of income apart from his day job, but he had become friends with Akande and Agbele, discovering one of the key pieces of information in the process: drug dealing needs accountants too. Soon, he would find himself hoarding and wiring money on behalf of a Nigerian heroin gang in Chicago. Fast forward a bit to January 1992, and he would find himself the subject of a U.S. federal investigation. Fast forward a bit further in the same year, and he would successfully run for office in Nigeria as a senator for Lagos West. Then, another politician said to have ties to international drug trafficking would successfully run for president in Nigeria on a controversial all-Muslim ticket in 1993. My brothers and my sisters, you can see how this criminal has made himself, launder his image to become a politician in Nigeria. A document whose existence has long been teased and rumored, but never quite properly dissected in public domain, ties us all we need to know. This document, which was obtained from the U.S. District Court of Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division, contains damning information that Tinubu has spent the past 30 years trying to suppress, undermine, and ignore. The document containing a comprehensive federal indictment and associated case file from July 1993, containing clear and incontrovertible evidence that Bola Ahmed Tinubu was once in fact a bagman handling and laundering proceeds of heroin trafficking from a Nigerian drug ring in Chicago. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video, and bye-bye for now.